This is the Jason Walker Show. Two-time National Sports Media Association Montana Sportscaster of the Year and three-time loser, the Jason Walker Show. The best local and statewide sports coverage, featuring the biggest guests from Montana.
Flint Rasmussen joining us here on the Jason Walker Show.
He's freaking exhausting, too. You used to dance a lot more. Yeah, I know, lady. I'm 51 years old now.
The NAI Hall of Famer Mike Van Diest joining us here, Jason Walker Show. And is it just a deal where quarterbacks have to be good golfers?
Well, that's all they have time for. They don't work out. They don't lift weights. They don't do anything else. They might as well go get on the golf course and at least have some fun.
And from across the country,
Doug Gottlieb, our guest here on the Jason Walker Show.
End of the day, remember, it's your show. It's got your name on it.
Howie Mandel, our guest here.
Jason Walker, deal or no deal?
the Jason Walker Show.
Hey, what up? Happy Friday. We are back at the Lewis and Clark County Fairgrounds. Last Chance Stampede, day number 2. And what a night it was last night. You know, a lot of times here at the Stampede, we see the winning times and scores turned in on Thursday. And Friday and Saturday, you're just competing for second and third. But it could be a good night tonight, potentially. It's going to be another great night on Saturday, too. It's going to be a great show, too. Coming up today, we are talking to 4 rodeo queens, and one with a very inspirational story. Also, Madison, MacDonald, Thomas, and Haley Proctor will join us coming up, talk about their trick riding. We'll get you set for night 2, tell you a couple of the contestants here tonight. We'll recap last night as well. And, of course, you can watch this show on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. You can listen on Podbean, Network One Sports. As always, you go to jasonwalkershow.com if you need anything else, which you can also listen to Continental Divide Radio right there. So there you go. Let's see here. That's old news. Let's try to find the new news. Last night, night 1 of the Last Chance Stampede, Clay Stone out of Blackfoot, Idaho on C5 Cache Creek, actually Mo Betta, subcontractor, won the bareback last night with an 84.5. And my pick to win, Weston Timberman, he was on Jason's Pet. He was in 4th last night with a 76. Good ride. Steer wrestling, Will Loomis out of Mississippi turned in a 3.9. And hometown boy, 2019 National World Champ, Ty Erickson, went 4.0. And just a 10th off the lead. Will Loomis, not sure how Slack turned out, but Will has the lead going into tonight. Team roping, Brady Tryon and Calgary Smith got the job done in 4.6 seconds. Brady, of course, Huntley, Montana, great roping family with the Tryons. Saddle Bronc, we saw a split for first and second. Traylon Martin got an 81.5 on Piano Man, and then Philip Whiteman went out on Cankleberry. They both put up an 81.5. Breakaway, first time it's been here in Helena. And Georgia Orahood out of Malta, 2.2, lit it up last night in 2.2 seconds. J.C. Fortier out of Billings was 2 and 6. Michaela Witter of Helena was 3 and 3. And there was nobody under 4 after that. Tie down, Clayton Miller out of Billings won it in 10.8 seconds. Barrel racing, Brittany Cox from Chinook turned in a blistering 17.83. to take the go-round last night, and Peyton Fitzpatrick on Midway Harbor went 79 to take the win in bull riding. Austin Herrera, Cody, Wyoming Cowboy, got a 75. Nobody else rode a bull. Austin actually, there was nobody behind the chutes, so he's like, hey, dude, I need your help. So I had to hold him in the chutes while he was getting ready and getting all strapped in with the bull rope. And what a great kid. Austin Herrera, 75. So those are the scores from last night. Night 2 coming up here tonight, starting at about 7 o'clock with the mutton busting and the steer riding for the kids, and then the opening ceremonies. And Dana Bowman brought in the American flag from the helicopter last night. It is absolutely amazing and beautiful to watch him do that each and every night here at the Last Chance Stampede. The rain has stopped. I believe it's going to stay away for the most part the rest of the night. We might see a couple of thunderstorms, but last night, right at the national anthem, the hailstorm started. And you'll hear Madison MacDonald Thomas talk about that here in a little bit when she joins us. We have a lot to get to today, and so we'll start right now. The first of the two rodeo queens we talked with, Clancy Olson, Miss Rodeo Montana, and Alayna Hutchings, little 7-year-old Miss West Yellowstone. And they join us now right here on the Jason Walker Show, courtesy of the Mike Miller State Farm Hotline. Well, it is always the favorite part of my rodeo season is when I get to talk to rodeo queens, and joined by 3 of them, well, 4 of them, but 2 of them with me right now. Miss Rodeo Montana Clancy Olson from Helena, Alayna Hutchings, Miss West Yellowstone, also from Helena. I got to talk to you a bunch here in a second, but Clancy, how's life been for you on the road as Miss Rodeo Montana?
It's been a lot of fun. It's been really cool getting to see all these new different places, be to different parts of Montana that I've never been before, and even other parts of the country that I've never been before.
Favorite rodeo you've gone to? Not counting this one.
Well, I gotta say probably one of my favorites every year is Stanford. I was able to go last year as Miss Last Chance Stampede, and I got to see the old arena, and now I got to come back as Miss Rodeo Montana, and they did a bunch of revamping of the arena and built a completely new facility. So I gotta say that's probably one of my favorites.
And Alayna Hutchings from right here in Helena, and you are Miss. How did you end up as Miss West Yellowstone? That's like 2 hours away.
Well, I had a brain tumor stuck in my head, and we're planning to do rodeo and not in gymnastics.
So you're doing rodeo, not gymnastics?
Yes.
Is rodeo your favorite?
Yes, because I like horses. Gymnastics doesn't have animals.
Well, that's true. My daughter's in gymnastics right now. She loves it, but you like rodeo better.
Yes.
Favorite animal?
Yes. Horses.
Horses, okay. You ride them a lot?
Yes.
Are you good?
Yeah.
We going to see trick riding with Madison and Haley?
I do like trick riding, but maybe I'm going to do instead barrel racing.
Barrel racing. I like that. You could do breakaway now. That's a pro sport.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Take me through this, because you were diagnosed with cancer, a brain tumor, right?
Yes.
And how's everything now?
Good, but it's still stuck on my brainstem.
But you're doing well.
Yes.
Which is always good.
Yeah.
And I've read your profile, too, that there's like Rob Smets, and there's a lot of big names in the world of rodeo that are using you as inspiration.
Yep.
What's that mean to you? Because you're, what, 7?
Yes, but here's when I'm going to turn 8, and that's good, for I can know how to do all of these stuff.
Right. When do you turn 8?
August 14th.
My birthday's August 30th. August baby's right here. Love it. Where do you go to school? Rossiter, okay.
I was a Rossiter kid.
You were too?
Yep, I was a Rossiter kid too.
I was in 1 grade. First.
What grades did you go?
I was there the entire time, from kindergarten to 5th grade.
Nice. So you've got 4 more years at Rossiter.
Me? No. It's done.
Oh, it's done now?
Yes. I need to find a different school, but Dad's planning to I don't have to go to school anymore.
I like that. You're just going to homeschool?
No.
And then teach me how to do stuff?
Sure.
Okay, so what's your role as Miss West Yellowstone?
Well, my role is to help kids with tumors and cancers, giving them stick horses and giving some money. It's $11 million.
Wow. That's a lot of money.
Yes.
Do you watch Bluey?
Yeah.
Bluey's my favorite show right now.
Yep.
So
me too.
$11 million bucks right there, see? Because they always say dollar bucks.
Yep.
Clancy, hanging out with her all week. What's it been like?
It's been a lot of fun. I really enjoy being with Alayna, and it gives me a chance to mentor another queen there and kind of shore the ropes and really help her understand a little more of what it is to be a queen. But it's been a lot of fun. I love her energetic personality, and it's just been amazing.
Well, and like I said, I mean, Rob Smets and others are using her as inspiration on the rodeo circuit and just in life, really. And that's really what it's all about. And she's a fighter and kicking some tail right now.
Yeah, I think it's really, really cool because growing up, I had a couple friends in high school that had brain tumors and stuff like that. So it's also been very special to me to actually be able to know her and be able to get to be around her and hear her story and help her and be, in a sense, a role model to her, but also let her be a role model to me as well. So it's been really, really cool.
Role models come from all sorts of places. Who's your role model?
Model? I don't know.
Probably Dad.
Yeah, my dad only knows. I totally don't know.
Well, how about these queens? You get to look up to them and learn from them. What's that been like for you hanging out with them the last few days?
Great.
Yeah. What's the first or the best thing they've taught you?
Trying to teach me how to ride really good. Like trying to teach me how to be gentle with a horse and all.
Do you have a dog at home? Do you ride?
A dog?
Yeah.
Well, I do have a dog, but I don't ride it.
Well, you can practice.
No, my big dog Honda won't let me. He won't let me.
Okay. Clancy, the rodeo circuit for you is coming to an end before you run for America here. What do you got left on the schedule this year?
For this year, so I come from the Last Chance Stampede, and I go straight to the Big Sky Pro Rodeo with the Miss Rodeo Montana pageant.
It's tough.
And then after that, then I will be in Cascade, and then Baker, Mouse City, and then not quite sure where I'm going to be for Labor Day yet. We're still figuring that out. And then the Nile's the last one till I head to Vegas, unless if I end up going to Canada to Edmonton there with C5. So we're still figuring that out. I'm really excited.
What's your role with C5?
They told me there that they'll have a horse and a room and stuff for me. All I got to do is get up there.
Nice. Well, Edmonton, Vegas.
It'll be pretty cool.
It'll be a lot warmer in Vegas.
Yes, it will.
What's the biggest thing you've learned out on the circuit this year as Miss Rodeo Montana?
One of the biggest things that I've learned there is just the amount of people that you get to meet. It's been really cool, and how many people are really have got your back, and who's there for you, and it's been really fun. It's been a lot of fun.
And Alayna, what are you looking forward to the rest of the weekend?
The rest of the weekend?
This weekend, yeah.
This weekend?
Yeah, what are you looking forward to?
I don't know.
Just hanging out and having fun?
Yeah.
Signing autographs?
Yeah.
Do I get one? I've got every rodeo queen signs a picture for me to put in my man cave studio, so I'm going to need one from you.
Okay, Dad, can you give me an autograph?
How many, is your hand hurt? How many autographs have you signed?
Maybe 20 or 10.
Okay, well, that's still a lot.
Yeah.
She went through 300 yesterday.
So that's a lot more than 20 or 10.
Grandstands.
Oh, you are fantastic.
But I do have a giant stack. It's 1 million of a paper I have.
Oh, that's a lot.
Like this big.
That's a ton. I'm just waiting for whatever you say next. It's going to be fantastic.
I'm waiting what you're going to say to me.
So how is your health overall? You're doing good?
Yes.
And Dad, do we have surgeries planned, or do we have surgeries planned? What's the?
No, there's no thing they could do for her tumor because where it's at. In time, they'll have to. The only thing she goes through is chemo and radiation.
Okay.
So they just monitor her every 6 months.
Okay.
But in 2 weeks, she's raised 100 and 4,000 for chemo and cancer.
Wow.
So she's doing pretty good.
That's fantastic.
No, Dad, it's 1 million for kids I'm gonna get.
You raise that much, but you're already on a roll.
Yeah, you are.
A week and a half, you raised a big portion.
That's
okay.
Awesome. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He kind of knows some things. You know most everything now, right?
Good point. But this is really, I really like to be. I'm gonna be Santa's secret elf rodeo queen.
Nice. I like
I'm
that.
gonna give kids presents. I'm like Santa's secret elf.
That is super awesome. Your eyes are so bright and blue. Do you know that?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. You are adorable. Clancy, so take me through the process for getting ready for Vegas.
Oh, there's a lot there. So a lot of it is right now that I'm just kind of working on while I'm still in rodeo season. There is just getting the clothing parts ready there. So making sure that I've got all the outfits and stuff that I need. And then after Labor Day weekend, then my national director and I, we're going to really sit down and knock out knowledge and speeches and just working on making sure that those are solid. And then anywhere I can, practicing in the horse trailer, they're modeling, making sure I'm ready for that, and just figuring all that fun stuff out.
I'm going to give you some advice, and I gave this to Katie Lynn and a few others, including Kayla, the first Last Chance Stampede in a long time. Don't say and I just did it, but don't say just know what you're saying.
Yeah.
Just some advice, a little helpful. I think I told Amber that I think last year too. So
yeah, there's lots of little things there that you can do to not say like or like or there's lots of little ones.
Yeah, when you're 8, you can get away with it, right, Alayna?
Of course.
You know, you can come back anytime, and you can come on my show anytime. I'm going to give your dad my contact info.
Of course.
Because that would be super fun.
Yes.
You know, my little one's 5. You signed an autograph for her last night here.
Yep.
I love it, though. Just A.H.
A.H., yeah. My dad technically doesn't want me to write my full name because it will be way too long.
It's true.
It's really long, so my dad's planning to just do A.H. because I'm just learning to do it in Spanish.
Oh, I like that. I don't remember Spanish.
That would be cool.
How can you even know?
Well, it was a long time ago. I'm a lot older than you are. You are absolutely the cutest. Did you have fun with the mutton busting last night?
Yes, I'm having fun to help kids. I'm really happy with that kid staying on really good. He was really practicing really good. I'm really proud of him.
You rode backwards.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, he's trying to hold on his it's like round thingy. Yeah. He's like holding round thing because he fell off. He's still holding on to it.
Yeah.
And that can be like a good plan.
It could be. Don't ride horses backwards, though.
I know that we can be bucked off with our booty.
Hey, Alayna, keep doing the great work, and like I said, you can come on the show anytime. Okay?
Yes.
All right, Miss West Yellowstone, Alayna Hutchings, Clancy, thank you so much for being here. It's always fun to see you, catch up. Don't be a stranger.
I know. I need to do this a little more often.
Yeah, you know, I can help you with their media stuff.
Of course.
So there you go. She is Miss Rodeo Montana, running for Miss Rodeo America. Are you going to run for Miss Rodeo America when you're old enough?
No.
No?
I'm not going to run away from everybody. They're my friends.
Oh, you are the best. Seriously. Hey, have a great weekend. Enjoy the rodeo.
Okay, bye, friends.
Oh, she was fantastic. That is Alayna Hutchings, cancer survivor, and down here signing autographs this weekend. And I got all 4 of the girls. We got 2 more coming up still, but they were all here earlier. So we'll take a break. We'll come back. This segment, the Walk Up, brought to you by Montana Custom Log Homes, the premier log home company in the industry. 3 distinct divisions, so you can create the log home of your dreams and your budget. Milled, handcrafted, and timber frame. Check them out, Montana Custom Log Homes at yourcustomlog.com today. We got Madison, MacDonald, Thomas, Haley Proctor set to join us, but when we return, our Queen chat continues. Miss Last Chance Stampede, Amber LaCross, future Miss Rodeo America. Also, Katy Ramsey, Miss Big Sky Pro Rodeo in Great Falls next week. We'll talk to her when we return here on the Jason Walker Show.
Strength, beauty, grit, superior craftsmanship. Our homes have it all. At Montana Custom Log Homes, if you can dream it, we can build it. With 3 divisions and over 50 years experience, we've got you covered. From a showcase home to a small cabin, we make your vision a reality. Because every cowboy wants a castle for his queen. Montana Custom Log Homes, crafting homes that last for generations.
There's only one place in Helena to cure your craving for Cajun cuisine, and that is Cafe Zydeco. From po' boys and catfish to jambalaya and much more, Cafe Zydeco has the best Cajun this side of New Orleans. And Cafe Zydeco cares about those that take care of us. Military, law enforcement, first responders can get your drink free as a way of saying thank you to those that protect us every day. If you're looking for a place to grab lunch or dinner, get the flavor of the Big Easy in Big Sky Country at Cafe Zydeco on Euclid in Helena.
Who doesn't love being number one? When your team's dominating the standings, or your favorite band rocks the charts at number one, it feels good, right? Kind of like how it feels when you have auto insurance with State Farm. Because making you feel like number one is an honor your local State Farm agent takes seriously. Through the good times and not so good, your State Farm agent's proud to be here to help life go right.
Call State Farm agent Mike Miller in Helena today. Jason Walker here, and if you're like me, some nights are mine to cook at home, and there's only one place that I know I can trust for a quick, easy meal for my family. Dinner's Done Right. When I stop into Dinner's Done Right, I trust that there will be a great selection of food that is healthy and easy to cook, either that night with their ready-to-make dinners, or I can plan for a weekend dinner from their frozen choices. And when I'm out and about in town, I know I can stop in for the grab-and-go salad bar with the freshest ingredients and homemade dressings. For monthly menus and more, visit dinnersdoneright.com.
Ah, summer. A time to work in the yard and get all those projects that you've been thinking about all winter done. And when you've had enough, go to Lucky Duck Casino and Bar to cool off, relax, laugh a little, or a lot, your choice. Have a drink and play your favorite games. There's plenty of new games and your old favorites. Now, if you don't want to work hard and the relaxing part sounds the best to you, then just head over to Lucky Duck Casino and Bar on Dredge behind Jade Restaurant. Happy summer, everyone.
If you are truly looking to get away for a weekend, let Auto Concepts get you started. Introducing the Overlander camping setup. The tent fits right on top of your truck, sleeps 3, and features an LED light bar and USB connections. It's easy to travel with and pack up to get you away from everyone and up off the ground. Auto Concepts also will get your rig detailed to look good for the summer to make sure your vehicle looks sharp inside and out. Auto Concepts does window tinting, lift kits, cattle guards, and more. Everything your vehicle needs. Auto Concepts, the auto enhancement professionals.
Store-wide savings are what you'll find when you shop for new home furnishings at Rucker's Furniture. This means tremendous values on Helena's largest in-stock selection of home furnishings. When you shop Rucker's, you'll find store-wide savings on the furniture you want for every room in your home. And you'll also find our selection of Serta iComfort, the most comfortable beds in Helena. 12-month financing is available with approved credit on most purchases over $299. Ask for details. You'll find store-wide savings at Rucker's Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena.
This is the Jason Walker Show.
Welcome back, Jason Walker Show on a Friday. We are at the Last Chance Stampede for night number 2 of rodeo, night 2 of concert tonight. We had Nelly Wednesday. Tonight it is the Rock of Ages Broadway tour, and playing. I'm sure they'll play a little Poison tonight. They'll Talk Dirty to Me, a song you can hear on Continental Divide Radio. Go to jasonwalkershow.com or just Google it, internet it, whatever. This segment brought to you by Rucker's Furniture. Make the quality choice for your home at Rucker's Furniture, 1010 Dearborn in Helena. Continuing our rodeo conversations with our rodeo queens, Amber LaCross and Katy Ramsey, joining us now on the Mike Miller State Farm Hotline.
All right, back at the Last Chance Stampede and chatting with, well, more rodeo queens because it's Friday. Why not? Finally Friday, as George Jones would say.
She is Miss Last Chance Stampede, Amber LaCross. I think the last Miss Last Chance Stampede for the foreseeable future. Hopefully not, though. Yeah. And then Katy Ramsey, Miss Big Sky Pro Rodeo. Big Sky Pro Rodeo coming up next week in Great Falls. Is it 4 or 5 nights? It used to be 4, then it was 5, then it was 4.
It's 4.
It's 4, okay. That's a trick question. I got you.
Yeah, you did.
But you answered it perfect. Amber, how's it been?
It's been good. It's been busy. I've been prepping for the Miss Rodeo Montana pageant next week. That's going on with the Big Sky Pro Rodeo.
Yep.
So getting ready for that, and then also traveling and still doing the Queen stuff. So.
And as Miss Last Chance Stampede, how many rodeos have you been to?
Oh my God, I think I've lost count at this point. A lot. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, I know, like Livingston. I went to White Silver Springs. I went to Belts. So I've been bouncing around quite a bit.
How about out of state?
I didn't go to any out-of-state ones. I did get to do some. I did get to do an appearance in Vegas during the Miss Rodeo America fashion show. So that was a pretty cool experience to be able to get to do. But yeah, I think that's my only out-of-state one that I got to do.
Okay, Katy, what school in Great Falls? Tell me about your life.
I go to Charles M. Russell High School.
Oh goodness, you're a rustler. You got to hold the mic closer to you, or there you go. You don't even have to hold the mic. It's literally on a. There you go.
I didn't hold it.
No. Oh, this is so much fun, girls. Okay, ladies. CMR, what grade?
I'm a junior.
A junior. Do you play other sports?
Just rodeo.
Just rodeo?
Just rodeo.
It's the only one you need.
It is.
I guess. Okay, CMR, college plans. Have you even thought about it?
I'm not sure. I have thought about military, then college.
Ooh, I like that.
Like that. So I don't know where I'm going.
I like the military aspect of it. Yeah. Which branch?
I've done a lot of thought onto kind of which would pay for college to just have that plan multiple, but I don't know yet.
Probably the Army.
No.
Or the Navy. My brother was Navy. My son's in the Army.
My parents told me no. They told me no Army, no Navy.
No Marines, though.
Yeah, I haven't even thought about that. I haven't mentioned it. I think they wouldn't be too pleased with that one either.
No. What do you?
They're a branch off the Navy, so does it count? Does it not? You got to ask.
You know, every time the Marines have to go somewhere, the Navy gives them a ride.
I think I think they've narrowed me down to Air Force.
Air Force and Coast Guard.
That's about all I got.
Katy Ramsey.
That way you're still in Great Falls with Air Force, huh?
Yes, you got the Air Guard. You could just, yes, there you go. Katy, what are you looking forward to the most next week in Great Falls? Because that's a fantastic rodeo.
Just to get to meet all the people and get to see the production on everything that goes on and everything that happens, and the kids, how happy they are to be there, and that just.
Speaking of the kids, what's it been like hanging out with Alayna?
I just met her, but she's been amazing.
She is cool, huh?
Yes.
You got to spend yesterday with her signing autographs, Amber. What was that like?
Yeah, we did Kitty Rodeo together and then did a couple autographs on Wednesday, then autographs yesterday. She's just a ham bone. I love her so much. She's been cracking me up and definitely have making my weeks full of smiles and just laughs. And it's been great to get to know her and to get to know her story.
Yeah, what a great story. And what has been the most inspiring part of hanging out with her?
The fact that she has such a great attitude. I mean, yes, it sucks that she has cancer. She has that brain tumor, but she's made such an impact and such light out of a not so great situation. Being able to raise money for those kids and being just an advocate for them has been just so amazing to watch. And I have not seen that girl upset yet. She has just been always smiling. She's always giggling. She's just there to have fun.
She is. Yep, she definitely is. Her name is Amber LaCross. She is Miss Last Chance Stampede, running for Miss Rodeo Montana. Who's your competition?
So I've got 2 gals that I'm running against. Harley Johnson, she's Miss Dillon JC, and then Rebecca Stroh, the Southeast Queen, and both just amazing gals. I've got to work with them very briefly, but the times I have, they've been so helpful, like loaning me earrings, or we've gotten to lunch together. They're just great gals, and I'm excited to have a competition with them.
How's Bozeman? Have you been to Bozeman and been home lately?
No, yeah, lately I have. I've been working mostly, so I still work full time.
Oh.
So have been at Bozeman pretty recently. I haven't been the last few days, but it's been a little crazy too. They're also getting ready for their rodeo coming up pretty soon, so the hype is there. It's just not quite set in yet.
Yes, it's so weird this time of the year because they call the 4th of July those 10 days Cowboy Christmas.
Yes.
But it feels like for us here in Montana, it's really the end of July, first part of August.
It feels like the whole month of July for me. I'm not going to lie. It's just going. And there's so many rodeos, which is awesome. And I wish I could hit all of them, but you just can't.
No, I'd love to as well. Katie, how many rodeos have you gotten a chance to go to?
2 so far.
Okay. So this one and next week?
No, this would be my 3rd.
Oh, okay.
I was in Augusta and then Lewistown.
Okay. So you stay close to home.
Yes.
Yeah. Anything under 2 hours.
Yeah, pretty much.
Now you can tell her what it's like to travel to, those small towns, eastern Montana.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I actually didn't even really go to eastern Montana. I would say the farthest Montana rodeo I've gone to was Kalispell, and that one was a blast.
That's a hike.
And we were talking a little earlier today about some of the great rodeos to go to. Like, I had so much fun at White Sulphur Springs, Kalispell. Belt was a blast. So there's so many great rodeos, and honestly, you can't really go wrong with one or the other.
No, you can't. And we got some great ones in Libby and Glendive this week as well.
For sure, yeah.
Can you imagine trying to get from Libby to Glendive?
Oh, my.
Overnight?
No way.
Good thing you guys don't have to.
Yeah, especially like rodeo ends like roughly 9 o'clock,
Right.
and then trying to get there and then having to get up your 2 hours before you have to actually be somewhere to get the hair and the makeup done, and then having to be there for the appearance and the production meeting. It'd be some hard work. I mean, hats off to anyone who could do it.
Well, yeah, exactly. Katie, so what events do you do?
I high school rodeo and I pole bend, barrel race, and go tie.
You don't breakaway yet? Do they have breakaway still?
Yeah, they do. Hopefully soon.
Okay.
Me and my horse are in the process.
So how many horses do you have?
That's a great question.
That's all I ask is great questions.
There might be like 18, 19, 20.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
not sure. I haven't counted in a while.
Okay. just a couple.
Just a few.
We just load up whoever decides to get in the trailer that day and go to a rodeo.
Pretty much. I have 3 that just travel with me everywhere for rodeo.
Right.
So.
And their names are?
Paris, Leader, and Chocolate.
Okay, Chocolate's kind of lame, but...
Sorry.
I mean, you can name literally almost any horse Chocolate that's dark.
Yeah.
I mean...
I had a horse named Coco, so like...
See? There you go. Speaking of, I think something to do today with chocolate. Milk Chocolate Day today.
There you go. There you go.
There it is. See? We bring it full circle here on the Jason Walker Show. All right. So you've got a week and a half to prepare.
Not even. It's more like 6 days. We check in Thursday.
That's true, yeah.
We check in Thursday, and then coronation will be Saturday.
That's quick.
Yeah.
You got a few events to go in and get done in that time frame.
Luckily, this is kind of my last event. So we have tonight, and then tomorrow I'm like officially giving up my title as Miss Last Chance Stampede. And then I have Sunday, I have to go to Great Falls for some things. And then I have 2 days of prep and work and trying to relax. And then Wednesday I leave after work. And then Thursday we check in. So
it's cool that they moved it to the summer in conjunction with Big Sky Pro Rodeo. And that happened a couple years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Used to be in January, but with the Lady in Waiting and all of that now, what's that been like?
It's been really interesting. I definitely see the benefits for it. It allows whoever wins as Lady in Waiting to then be able to go to NFR to watch the Miss Rodeo America pageant, to be able to study for when they're going to that pageant. I think it's very helpful and it's very beneficial. It lets those girls prep for that year and also gives the current Miss Rodeo Montana a chance to kind of maybe have a little helping hand as they prepare for the Miss Rodeo America pageant, getting help setting up their state table and whatnot. So I really appreciate that Lady in Waiting program, and I think it was a great addition.
How many outfits are you at now?
12
Okay.
and counting. I'm not sure, because there's sometimes it's like, well, we might have a chance to change here for dress rehearsal. Maybe not. So it's up in the air.
Okay, does your closet look more like a rodeo queen or a normal girl?
Definitely rodeo queen.
Now, okay.
I have taken over one of my parents' spare bedrooms and is now referred to as the queen room. And there's two one clothing rack, one double clothing rack, then the closets.
Oh.
Yeah, there was a bed in there, and I told my parents it needed to go. So it is. Yeah, I've taken over that.
Hey, it's only for a year or two.
Yeah, it's been a little longer than that.
Well, yeah.
It's only growing. I made a comment to my mom the other day. I was like, we might need to get another clothing rack. And she just rolled her eyes and walked away from me.
So this is you're going to pursue this. This isn't like, hey, I'm just, here for the fun.
Oh, yeah. I'm taking this seriously. I mean, after the first title I ever ran for, I was like, okay, let's go. And so then competing for Last Chance Stampede, going on to compete for Miss Rodeo Montana, and I want to be Miss Rodeo Montana at some point one day. So I don't know when it's going to be. That's in God's hands, but I want it to happen. So I'm taking this as seriously as I can because I'm trying to prepare for the job I want.
There you go. Katy, is this a passion for you, or is it just something you're doing in addition to rodeo?
Figured that part out yet.
Okay. Well, you've got 2 to learn from.
Yes.
And 1 to teach. Yes. You got a lot on your shoulders this week, young lady, and next week.
Yeah. And next week.
Do you guys get a chance to do any of the rides?
During the Big Sky Rodeo?
No, or any of the fairs and rodeos you go to. When they have rides.
The ride.
Like carnival.
Like carnival rides. I was like, what are you talking about?
Wow, she's the blonde one? Oh, I'm kidding.
It's been a long weekend. No, I haven't got a chance to. I mean, I'm sure I could if I wanted to, but I'm so hot.
I don't think you'd even have to pay.
I think I would have to pay.
I don't know.
I would probably pay. It supports the fair.
Well, that is true.
So.
All right, what's your favorite carnival ride?
Ooh, I've always been a fan of the Kamikaze one. I don't know if they have that. It's the one that they have in Bozeman. I don't know if they have it here, but it's like this big circle thing, and it just spins as you go around.
I think it's the tall one out there.
Yeah, that one's a blast.
Okay, what about you?
I get sick on the Ferris wheel, so I can't really ride.
See, my all-time favorite's the tilt-a-whirl.
I would.
And you gotta
off of it.
you gotta stand in line. I made both my kids throw up in Great Falls. My oldest, but. You have to stand in line for a couple of cycles and watch which one is the spinner so you can get on that one because it's super fun.
My friends made me ride the Moby Dick, and I got sick right after, and I think I hugged the trash can for about 4 hours.
Doesn't that one just go like this?
Yeah.
So the Gravitron would really not work for you.
No, the Ferris wheel I get sick on, and I think that's about the easiest one there.
You need to take some Dramamine before going to the carnival.
It was just that bad.
Kamikaze, but
yes.
Would you do the tilt-a-whirl?
I do the tilt-a-whirl.
Okay.
I'm not a fan of roller coasters. I don't know why,
I don't like them either.
I think I just don't like that initial drop, but other ones, I'm fine.
I rode one time where your legs dangle, and that's kind of weird.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah, no, that would be. So no, I like the spinny ones though. Except I never the Scrambler's another fun one. That's the one that scrambles. Because if you sit on the inside, you're going to get squished. Oh. Because the momentum and the.
Yeah.
What's the word I'm looking for? What's the science phrase I'm looking for?
Is it centrifugal force?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Look at smart girl here. MSU.
I'm a teacher.
MSU, right? Go Bobcats. By the way, the clown last night was great because he did nothing but dig on the Grizz.
I know. I appreciated that. Made my little Bobcat heart happy.
Right?
Yes.
Are you a cat or a Grizz?
Grizz.
Shame.
Wow. Dang, Katy. You were going to be my favorite queen this week, and now. How come you don't have the cool purple shirt like her and Clancy?
I didn't know. I didn't get the matching memo.
Yeah, which is funny because Clancy's wearing the shirt I wore last year.
I was going to say, I thought I saw that one last year.
This is literally just pure coincidence.
Yeah, well, okay, Last Chance Stampede, the Man Up Crusade. It used to be tough enough to wear pink. Mm-hmm. Over $15 million raised for that.
Yes.
And not just in Helena. I mean, this is everywhere.
Yeah.
But now the Man Up Crusade, and it's awareness of domestic violence. How important is that?
I think it's incredibly important. I think being a teacher, I think those family values are so important. And with domestic violence, that really puts a damper on it. I think being able to take a day where we've already done so well with Tough Enough to Wear Pink, and it's like, okay, let's try and change things up. I think it's a refreshing thing to change things up. And then let's find a cause that's important to our community and something that we ourselves want to be able to pursue. With the Man Up Crusade, I think it's just as important as tough enough to wear pink, and I don't think it's getting the acknowledgement that it should. So I think that Helena taking that pride and wanting to do purple is amazing. It's such a great thing to do.
Well, and you think about it, since COVID too, it seems like domestic violence cases are on the rise, and it's men, women, it's everything. And
yeah.
my oldest daughter's a family and children like sexual therapist, and some of the stories, I mean, it's, yeah, and yeah, I mean, yeah, it's very important. So man up, wear purple tonight. I don't have purple yet. I got my closet full of pink, but now I need to go get some purple.
I know. I mean, we're like, you can do some like purple face paint or something too.
Well, I did go see Nelly the other night here, so I could do a purple Band-Aid.
There you go.
I mean, he doesn't do it anymore, but
yes.
Do you get a chance to go to the concerts?
I didn't. I was a little bummed, but I'll survive.
Are you a Nelly fan?
Not kind of my taste in music, but some of the other concerts, like Diamond Rio
tomorrow night.
Yeah, I know. That's my jam, but I don't think I'm going to be able to attend that one either. So
what the heck?
I'll cry about it at home after the rodeo, but I'll survive.
You just listen to Diamond Rio all the way home.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'll just be on the outskirts of the gate.
There you
listening
go.
to it.
You know what you could do? Yeah. You know what you could do is listen to Continental Divide Radio, because I play Diamond Rio.
Okay.
So there you go. Katie, before I let you guys go, why should people go to Great Falls next week?
Because it's amazing. You've got the fair, you have the rodeo, you have the concerts.
Okay.
And it's Great Falls.
I love Great Falls.
Great Falls.
Most people don't like Great Falls. I love Great Falls.
I don't know why I wouldn't like Great Falls.
I got my first divorce there. It was awesome. I've only been divorced once, but that's not the entire reason I love Great Falls. I just think it's a great. But that was 20 years ago. But it's still it's a great town.
Yes, and it's an amazing rodeo, amazing performance, and amazing people running it, and amazing people coming to it. So.
Well, and you get Will Rasmussen as the announcer, legendary. You know, everybody knows him as Flint's brother, but really, I think Flint is Will's brother. So.
Oh yeah, Will's the star for sure.
Yeah, actually, I think it's Shelby and Paige.
Yeah, at the rate they're going, the rate they're going.
How about the careers that they had at MSU?
It was amazing. I mean, I didn't know them too well. We kind of just knew each other by association. I TA'd at the MSU barn over there, so we'd see each other in passing, maybe say hi to each other. But it's super amazing to have seen them come in and put the effort and the work into what they accomplished. I can say without a doubt that they 100% deserved what they got because they worked so hard at it.
Yep, they do. Enjoy the rest of the wow. No Elma Fudd here. Enjoy the rest of the weekend. Okay, that's a key for Miss Rodeo Montana pageant. Don't stumble your words.
No promises. No promises.
Oh, wapski wabbits. Katie, have fun in Great Falls. Thank you for coming down to Helena.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, thank you.
Who invited you? The committee or Miss Rodeo Montana. When she calls, you go. Right?
Pretty much.
Yeah, you guys are way too young, but when EF calls, you listen. EF Hutton calls, you listen. You guys are way too young for that commercial. But anyway, have fun. Thanks for stopping by. It's always a pleasure to see you.
Thanks
and
for
don't be a stranger.
I won't.
When you win Miss Rodeo Montana, you got to come back.
You'll be the first one I text if I win.
Well, that's a lie. You're not supposed to. It's not entirely true. Just make it me one of the first 100.
You'll be on the top there.
Okay.
I promise.
The top 50? I like that. Amber LaCross, Katy Ramsey, Miss Big Sky Pro Rodeo, Miss Last Chance Stampede. Enjoy it.
Thank you.
That's a lot of fun checking in with the Queens. And good luck to Amber at Miss Rodeo Montana pageant next week. We'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll continue. We'll check in with our trick riders here at the Last Chance Stampede. Madison, MacDonald, Thomas, Haley Proctor will join us next on the Jason Walker Show.
Store-wide savings are what you'll find when you shop for new home furnishings at Rucker's Furniture. This means tremendous values on Helena's largest in-stock selection of home furnishings. When you shop Rucker's, you'll find store-wide savings on the furniture you want for every room in your home. And you'll also find our selection of Serta iComfort, the most comfortable beds in Helena. 12-month financing is available with approved credit on most purchases over $289. Ask for details. You'll find store-wide savings at Rucker's Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena.
If you are truly looking to get away for a weekend, let Auto Concepts get you started. Introducing the Overlander camping setup. The tent fits right on top of your truck, sleeps 3, and features an LED light bar and USB connections. It's easy to travel with and pack up to get you away from everyone and up off the ground. Auto Concepts also will get your rig detailed to look good for the summer to make sure your vehicle looks sharp inside and out. Auto Concepts does window tinting, lift kits, cattle guards, and more. Everything your vehicle needs. Auto Concepts, the auto enhancement professionals.
Strength, beauty, grit, superior craftsmanship. Our homes have it all. At Montana Custom Log Homes, if you can dream it, we can build it. With 3 divisions and over 50 years experience, we've got you covered. From a showcase home to a small cabin, we make your vision a reality. Because every cowboy wants a castle for his queen. Montana Custom Log Homes, crafting homes that last for generations.
There's only one place in Helena to cure your craving for Cajun cuisine, and that is Cafe Zydeco. From po' boys and catfish to jambalaya and much more, Cafe Zydeco has the best Cajun this side of New Orleans. And Cafe Zydeco cares about those that take care of us. Military, law enforcement, first responders can get your drink free as a way of saying thank you to those that protect us every day. If you're looking for a place to grab lunch or dinner, get the flavor of the Big Easy in Big Sky Country at Cafe Zydeco on Euclid in Helena.
Who doesn't love being number one? When your team's dominating the standings, or your favorite band rocks the charts at number one, it feels good, right? Kind of like how it feels when you have auto insurance with State Farm. Because making you feel like number one is an honor your local State Farm agent takes seriously. Through the good times and not so good, your State Farm agent's proud to be here to help life go right.
Call State Farm agent Mike Miller in Helena today.
Ah, summer. A time to work in the yard and get all those projects that you've been thinking about all winter done. And when you've had enough, go to Lucky Duck Casino and Bar to cool off, relax, laugh a little or a lot, your choice, have a drink and play your favorite games. There's plenty of new games and your old favorites. Now, if you don't want to work hard and the relaxing part sounds the best to you, then just head over to Lucky Duck Casino and Bar on Dredge behind Jade Restaurant. Happy summer, everyone.
Love is like a bomb, 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 bomb.
Welcome back to the Jason Walker Show.
Welcome back. Final segment of the week here at Last Chance Stampede. Been a great week. Thanks to Kevin Tenney and the entire gang for getting us set up here for another, I think, 4th year in a row here in the VIP room. Love being down here. It's nacho bar night tonight for the VIPs. Last night was the barbecued pulled pork. And tomorrow, I don't remember. I think it's the mini corn dogs tomorrow. But anyway, tonight is nacho night. 2 young ladies that have been lighting up arenas for a long, long time, getting set to join us now here on the Jason Walker Show as we check in with trick riders Madison, MacDonald, Thomas, and Haley Proctor. Well, the day of fun continues. We've had rodeo queens, and now we get, I don't even know what to call them other than awesomeness. Madison, MacDonald, Thomas, Haley Proctor. How are you, ladies? Just living the dream. You know, I get to, I had 4 rodeo queens. Now I get to talk to you guys. So great performance last night.
Thank you.
I heard Wayne say that we've waited 5 years to get you here.
I think it was close to that. Mike and I have been talking a lot, and
Yeah, he's had us booked, for 2 years? 2 years ahead of time. So he was bound and determined to get us. And once he found the year that they were free and we were free, he booked it way ahead of time. That's
perfect. And you guys are now together, right?
So we perform a lot together. We perform a lot on our own as well.
Right.
And so we do love coming together. It's way more fun when you get to work with your friends out there.
Yeah.
And so it's just a little more cost efficient for us when we go on our own sometimes.
I got to bring this up, Haley. It's been a rough summer for you guys. Following on the Instagram and the Facebook, and between car wrecks and blown engines or whatnot, it's just been tough.
You know what? It's been a rough summer, but it's not our worst summer we've ever had. So I keep saying things are going to get better. We're going to have a smooth summer each year, and things just keep happening. But I think that's just part of life, and so it's part of being on the road. But yeah, we've had a rough go. We've got a toter home sitting in Burley, Idaho, with a blown motor, and had no living quarters, so we were homeless. And we've got a 2-year-old little girl, so that was a little rough. We bought a 93 motorhome the other day when I was in Wolf Point, Montana, and it's getting along great. But then Shane had a wreck leaving Stanford last week. He got rear-ended, and so my mom car is also out of commission. And we've got 4 rigs on the road right now, and two that are in good shape.
Your summer's been better than that, right?
It has been. Mine hasn't really been vehicle issues. It's been more, I've had a couple of injuries myself that I've been battling through. And then the horsepower this year, both Haley and I have had some of the most random things happen to our horses. And we always talk about it. You think you're super prepared when you haul 6, or she hauls 6, I haul 5. And you think that you're beyond prepared to go on the road. And then next thing you know, you look around and you're down to 2 horses and you're like, what in the world? And it's kind of just been one of those years. Kind of every time I turn around. And then my personal injuries this year have for sure been kind of a road bump, I should say, because one happened right at the start of Reno, and then I had 8 more shows. Actually, more than that, I went straight from Reno to St. Paul to Calgary, so I really didn't have much of a break. And then just getting home and being off for the week and a half before we came here really did help, so I'm feeling a little bit better.
I was talking with Wayne yesterday, and he mentioned you sprained your ankle the first night of Reno and then had 9 more performances, and nobody knew you were hurt except him and you.
I think that's just part of it. You look at the rodeo athletes, all of us, like you kind of just, you're there to do a job or you're there to compete. And we're all, I don't know if we're smart sometimes to keep performing through it or keep competing through it, but we love it so much. And like for us, it is a job. So when you sign that contract, and unless that I'm completely broken and can't do anything, I will for sure go out there and do my best.
I was talking, Haley, with Wayne yesterday about, I've been on bulls. Your husband rides bulls. We've all been on horses. I could never do what you guys do.
So yeah, my husband, he's actually in Cheyenne right now. He'll be here tomorrow night. And so he rides bulls for a living. And like Madison was saying, injuries are part of it. You kind of just got to walk through it and be tough. But I get no sympathy around my household. So my husband's had about every injury you could possibly have. Yes. And I broke my foot just a few months ago, right as we were taking off for the year. And basically he told me, just walk it off. You'll be fine.
Suck it up, yeah. Take me through the performance last night and what we'll see tonight. It may be different.
We did a little bit more of a military tribute last night because it was Military Appreciation Night. So Haley got to bring in her Liberty horse, and we both got to trick ride, which is not always Haley's favorite. The Liberty part is, but the trick riding part not necessarily.
No, so anymore, I'm a Roman rider. I will say that I'd stand up on the 2 horses and then my Liberty act, but I absolutely love Roman riding. I've been trick riding for 23 years now, and it really is, Madison's a little tougher than I am when it comes to trick riding because it's hard on my body, and I don't enjoy it as much anymore, but I still love it.
Well, it's crazy. 23 years? You're only 24, so...
28. I'm almost 30. No, I've been performing since I was 5 years old. Mm-hmm. So that's where a lot of people started off a little later in life, and I think their bodies are probably holding up a little better than Madison and I, but we've been doing this our whole lives. And
yeah. Madison, how's the little one program going?
It's going good. I actually had a bunch of my students here last night watching, which was pretty cool. One of them actually messaged me and said that it was crazy that I think it was 4 or 5 years ago. I can't remember when it was I was here last, but she saw me, and that's what got her hooked. And so they were kind of reminiscing about how far they've come because she's been doing a ton of performances this year herself. So this year's been one of my busiest seasons. So I haven't really had a chance to teach that much. I've done a few lessons here and there when I can, but I'll probably I'm done in October, so I'll pick up my lessons again for the winter. And I told everybody just to hang tight. I will eventually start slowing down a little bit, and that's why they all missed the COVID year, because the year of COVID, I got to teach almost all year round, and they loved it. But for me, like Haley said, we are getting a little bit up there in age, and this sport is very hard on our bodies, and it's one of those things where there is going to be a time where I'm probably not going to go on the road for 3 months straight. Like, I'll still go, but I'm going to probably pick and choose and stay home a little bit more, and just for my horses and myself, and to be able to have, be in one piece, hopefully a little bit more in one piece by the end of the career. But it's honestly awesome. I love my kids. I'm so proud of them. These Montana girls have really done an amazing job. I've taught kids all over, but all the ones that I've really put my time and effort into here, they've kind of really bared down, did the work, and it's all paying off for them.
Haley's getting a phone call. It's not Shane, is it? Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, you should answer it and talk to him.
He just got bucked off, so.
Oh no, we don't want to hear that.
I think I'll wait.
Yeah, we don't want to. We don't want to hear Shane after he's been bucked off. Who's got better abs, by the way, you or him?
I think I do right now.
Okay.
He's getting up there in age too. So.
He is. I first met him in 2007. We opened up the Game Sports Bar in Gallatin Gateway, and he came out with Stephen Lambert.
Was that when he was still in college? Because he was
just out.
So he went to Powell, Wyoming, and then Montana State University.
Yep. He was just out, and I think it was his first year going pro, first or second. So I still have the picture. He signed it. But I'm sure he's grown up a lot since those days.
He's grown up a lot. He's a great husband and father. So.
Speaking of father, we saw Cooley last night on the horse. How nervous were you the first time you thought, okay, we're going to do this?
I was really nervous. She was only 1.5 years old, but she kept insisting to stand up on her pony, and we decided to just let her come in and try it. Now she's attempting to do a real hippodrome in straps by herself. She did it last week with us, and she's only 2 though, and I keep telling her she has to be able to ride appropriately and correctly before she can trick ride. But no, she loves coming in. She's a big ham. She waves, she blows kisses. When Shane's out there, she's a little more confident in the things she does, but she says she wants to be a trick rider, and she tells everyone that's around that she is a trick rider.
That is awesome. And she's just adorable. I guess the last time I saw her, she was just a baby in Great Falls for the pageant.
And so she's grown up out here. So we actually, since Madison and I have started performing together, I joke around and say she's seen Madison more than she sees my own family. We are family now.
Aunt Madison. Auntie Madison.
Auntie Madison, pretty much. Yeah. No, so the last time she was at the house is when we were teaching her how to walk, and now just to see her, it's just crazy how fast they grow up on you. But she does. I think she was honestly more excited to see Keegan this time than she was me, because that's what she kept saying when we got to the house. I'm like, what about me? But she sees me a lot more.
That's true.
Up and down the road than she does my husband.
You've been 2 years living in Helena now?
Honestly, 3. Yeah, we moved in the fall of 2020 is when we officially moved here. So I guess we are going on 3. It'll be 3 in October. Nice. And we love it. We really do. It's been amazing for us. For me, I'm from Alberta, so it's not really anything new for me. My husband, from being from West Texas, he was all for the winters when we first started moving up here. And then this winter was a hard one. Yeah. It was a tough one. And he's like, man, this is it's a lot. And I said, it is, and we're not 100% set up just the way that we would like to make our winters a little bit easier for us, but we're getting there. It's a work in progress, and but we still fly south. We're still the snowbirds. We'll go south for a few months every winter, especially because his parents' place, we have a place in Texas we can go to that has an arena and turnouts and everything, so we can at least sneak away and get into some warm weather.
Haley, C5 Rodeo has moved most of its operations to Helena. Madison's moved to Helena. When are you and Shane moving to Helena?
You know what? We really love our place. So we just bought a big piece of land in Oklahoma. We bought our house. It joins up to our land that our house
It's too cold for Haley up here.
It's too cold for me. So that's what Shane actually got offered a coaching job in Laramie. And he turned it down because I was trying to be a sport of life, and I said, just take it, we'll go. And he said, no, you'll never make it.
I think Wyoming is sometimes a little bit harsher for the winters with the wind than it is up here. But
100%.
Shane doesn't like the cold either. He's from Washington, and he's like, nope.
And he doesn't like the cold as well.
He's old though. I mean, he's been old for 15 years.
His bones hurt.
Yes, exactly.
We really enjoy our place there. We're running cows now, and my family's all there. They run cattle as well, and so we've at least got help over the summer. They're taking care of our place while we're gone. We actually have 40 head of new cows that we haven't even seen yet because we bought them after we left for the summer. And so it is hard. Like everyone, dreams of being gone, and we have too our whole lives of being gone for months at a time and being able to go rodeo. But it's a little different when you're actually living it. We love what we do. It's still my dream, but I also miss home when we're on the road. And
how'd the barrels go today in slack?
He made a really, really good run. We're just a little bit out of it.
Okay.
And so he's a young horse. I'm seasoning him at these pro rodeos on the road. We actually just started him last October. So he's really still green, and he's keeping up with the big girls. But I don't really get to go to jackpots or anything while I'm on the road. So he's getting seasoned at some of the biggest pro rodeos.
So when she comes and stays at your place, you get set some barrels up for her?
Sagebrush. Lots of sagebrush. That's how I trained my barrel horse. That's what I told her. I said, you got lots of barrels out there.
Yeah,
you just got to
exactly.
go find them. But no, honestly, we did get to go to a jackpot last week, and we got to go actually team rope, and we actually kind of had a week of just kind of
normal people.
Yes. We got to go to the lake, and that's just stuff that we don't get to do in the summer. And normally if we do have a break, it's only for 1 or 2 days, and it's ending up doing laundry or working horses or something like that. And we've been trying to enjoy it as much as we can, and then we're even going to try to go do some stuff on Sunday as well, because once next week hits back for both of us, it's pretty much, we don't have a break. We're going nonstop pretty much till the end of September. And like she said, we love it. It's literally we're living our dream, and we'll never, but it gets tough when you get to, especially I love the summers up here, and I don't get to enjoy the Montana summers as much, because that's what I was laughing. I was like, man, I'm moved to Montana because I used to work 90% of the Montana rodeos, and now that I'm up here, it's how it always works. I'm gone more than I am actually in this state.
How many more years you got?
I don't know. It's a question on everybody's mind lately.
I gave myself until I'm 35 because nobody wants to see anyone in spandex after 35.
That's always what I said too.
Wow.
And then I had a couple announcers go, "Oh, you take good enough care of yourself and small enough. You could go till 40." And I said, honestly, I'm going to go till my body allows me to. That's the biggest thing with the couple injuries I have right now. And then some of my other problems I know are going to need surgery. And I think once I start fixing everything, I don't know how much I'm going to want to go out there and destroy it all over again.
Well, it's like being a football player, baseball. You want to go out on your own terms. You don't want an injury to force you out.
Yes.
And with us, Shane's on the back end of his career, so this will probably be his last year riding bulls. Don't quote me on that because he's said that
we're breaking news here.
For the last few years, but I think he's pretty serious this time, and so he's going to be staying home more. He actually just accepted a coaching position for a rodeo coach, and so I know he's going to be home more. We've got our little girl. I'll be on the road. Once she starts school and once she starts activities that she wants to be doing, I know it's going to be different. I'd like to go until she, if she wants to, performs with me for a couple of years.
That'd be awesome.
And then I'll probably give it all to her and step away.
Yeah, just hand her the business.
Yeah.
There you go. Last time I saw you here, you had a little girl with you out there, I think.
I don't know. I don't remember.
Oh,
out here. Little Piper Ewell.
Piper, that's right.
Yeah, when I was here last time. Yep.
Yeah. How's she doing?
She's good. We just, actually, Haley just performed with her in Sheridan, and then I did St. Paul and Calgary with her. So she's still going. She's not really little anymore. I think she's about the same size of us.
She's actually taller than I am.
I know, so I always say, so my hair's not done up. It's the only way that I'm taller than her now is she is, 13 and has outgrown both of us now.
Although we aren't very tall.
Well, no, I mean, I'm not either, but neither's Shane, so, and neither's Keegan.
No, it's, I'm thankful because if I was any taller, it would be a lot harder to do what we do. But no, she's doing good. She's still going. She stays a little bit more closer to home now. I think she's been run all over the country a lot, and she loves being closer to home. So she's doing a bunch of Alberta stuff coming up this next month. And, it's a lot to travel the world like you and me do.
I don't know how you guys do it. It's I was working in Great Falls last year, and driving back and forth just an hour every day was a pain.
I'll be in Great Falls this year.
Are you next week?
Yep,
Okay.
I'll be there next week, and then I go to Mountain City, Kansas after that, and back to Gooding, Idaho. So that trip is gonna.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one was an accident.
What about you? What's up after Helena?
I head to, oh my goodness, Watertown, South Dakota, and then Jerome, Idaho, and then Ventura, California, and then Tehachapi, California, and then we meet back up in Tremont, in Utah, and then we go to Ellensburg together.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
And then you guys will both be in Vegas.
Yeah, that's the plan. We always hope that's going to happen. We'll be there no matter what for the convention, or we'll see. But
You've been there, what, 10 straight years?
10 straight years. Last year was the first year that I didn't go back, which was honestly okay because, like, I've been there since I was 18. So I was kind of happy to see them, give somebody else a chance because there is a lot of us that go up and down the road in this industry. And I'm thankful, my goodness, beyond thankful for the experience I had with them. But I was happy to see them switch it up. I've been trying to get Haley in there because she deserves to be in there more than anybody as well, and I'm hoping her time will come soon. And it's a tough industry, and we don't really have a lot to say. So
I really am just hoping before my old crew is done, because I've got a couple of old veterans, and then like this weekend I'm on 2 young horses that I'll be roman riding on the next couple of days, and they're very young. I have a 5-year-old, and the other one has been going for 1 year now.
Oh.
But the 5-year-olds only have 5 performances total. So, but my 2 older guys, one's out of commission right now, and I'm giving these young guys a chance, and you got to break them in somewhere.
Okay, so what's the difference between trick riding and Roman riding?
So Roman riding, I stand up on 2 horses. I have no straps on me, and we weave in and out of fire. I jump through a hoop of fire. And we're still going at 9 speeds, and so I'm a little more vulnerable up there sometimes because I'm on 2, so they have 2 brains against my 1, and just if anything, they stumble, they trip, they spread apart. Like my legs aren't that long, so but no, it's what I love to do. I love Roman riding, and so these young ones are going to come and take the place of my old crew, I know, eventually, and this is where my old crew started, and so it's just been a little tough on my mind on breaking them in at some of these big rodeos.
And you were telling me a story before we started. You had a new 5-year-old last night, first performance, and then right as you get ready to go out, it starts hailing.
Yes. He's done like a couple of the actual trick riding performances this year because like my crew has he was not supposed to be. He was my new barrow horse and my new team roping horse, and I was really excited, and I swore up and down I wasn't going to trick ride on him because he's super broke and he's super nice. And then this spring I just had a whole bunch of horses kind of just fall apart on me, and I was like, well, I'm sorry, man, you're kind of getting thrown into the fire. And he did a couple shows in California, did great. We went to Reno, Nevada, and he slipped real bad in the first show. I got to use him out there, and ended up damaging his stifles a little bit. So then he had another break, and then my good old man, he's 24 this year, my black horse that I always do all my opening stuff on. When we were in Calgary, he got pretty sore in his back on me, and he's out of commission now for probably another couple of weeks. So I was like, you got to start somewhere, and I need another opening horse to start replacing my black horse. So I did throw my 5-year-old into the wolves last night because he's done shows, he's been in it, he's done openings, but has never done anything like this one before. And I was sitting in the back, and all of a sudden we got to start getting pelted by hail, and I'm like, well, this is awesome. And he was not too impressed. He still went in there and did it, but he wasn't as strong as I would have liked him to be. But at the end of the day, he had a lot of environmental and Mother Nature working against him as well. So I'm hoping tonight will be a little bit smoother.
The rain is coming down now, but it's supposed to stop. So good luck walking in the rain to your production meeting.
I know, I was just thinking, I'm like, maybe it'll give us a break to run across the arena real quick.
Ladies, thanks for being here. It's always fun. It's always fun to catch up with you.
Yes, for sure. It's been a little while now. You got me when I first moved to Helena, but we haven't talked in a while, so I'm glad you messaged me.
Well, you're always on the road.
I know. Yes.
We'll get you back on.
Sounds
now
good.
Now that you're here, we got to promote your schools.
I know. Once I get back going, we'll always do the Halloween, my Halloween showcase is what I always do here at the fairgrounds. This year it'll be like the 27th, 28th that weekend. It'll be because Halloween doesn't fall on the weekend this year. But I've already had all my girls messaging me because they love it. I make them, they all dress up in their own Halloween costumes and we put on a little show. And honestly, we've had such a good turnout here. I'm so thankful for the locals that come and support the kids because they do work hard. And we're planning on doing it again this year. So I'll probably get with you right before that happens.
Perfect. Anytime. Hey, girls, ladies. Thanks for being here.
Thank you for having us.
It's always fun to catch up.
Yes, for sure.
And I'll see Shane tomorrow.
All right, I'll tell him to be here.
Yes, he better not turn out.
I don't think he will.
I don't think he will. I think he's pretty adamant on getting back. So
Good. It'll be fun to catch up with him too. Enjoy the production meeting. Enjoy tonight's performance, and we'll see you out there.
Sounds good.
Madison, MacDonald, Thomas, Haley Proctor, your trick riders for the weekend here at the Last Chance Stampede. Oh, I don't have a day sheet yet, but it is National Get Gnarly Day, so throw that in. Wayne Brooks just stopped by, asked if I had a day sheet. I do not have a day sheet yet, but I think the Wrights will be Ryder Wright, Spencer Wright, and Statler Wright are scheduled to be here for Saddle Bronc tonight. Scheduled. We'll see if they turn out or not. That would be awesome to see the Wrights, though. Ryder Wright. My wife absolutely loves Ryder, but now she's into Stetson. She's into Stetson now. Just a little. She always loved Ryder, but we'll see. We'll see if they show up. I would hope to. It's been 5 or 6 years since the Wrights were here, so they were kind of one of the, I guess, the second family of bronc riding. You had the Ed Bowers, and now you got the Wrights. So anyway, I've had a lot of fun down here. Let's do on this day in history. It is July the 28th. It is a Friday. And on this day, it is National System Administrator Appreciation Day, Water Park Day, Milk Chocolate Day, World Conservation Day, mentioned just now, National Get Gnarly Day, Talk in an Elevator Day, and Buffalo Soldiers Day. On this date, in 1984, the 23rd Modern Olympic Games opened up in Los Angeles. 1991, Dennis Martinez pitched the 13th perfect game in baseball history. 1994, Texas Rangers pitcher Kenny Rogers threw the only perfect game in Texas franchise history. 1998, happy birthday, Nelly Korda, U.S. Women's PGA champ in 21, Olympic gold that year. Let's see, on this date in 1900, the hamburger was created by Louis Lassing in Connecticut. And I just saw this today, or last night, on Mysteries at the Museum. Elevator Girl, 1945. Betty Lou Oliver survived falling 75 stories after fog causes a U.S. bomber plane to crash into the Empire State Building, breaking the cables supporting the elevator she was operating. Remains a world record for the longest survived elevator fall. 1945. 14 people did die in that, but it was a great Mysteries at the Museum, and it is literally, I just watched it, so... there you go. Let's do this.
We're almost at the end of the show. What did we learn? And what did he miss? Time for the walk-off.
Walk-off, as always, presented by Cafe Zydeco, where the Big Easy meets the Big Sky. Stop in for the best Cajun this side of New Orleans. A couple of things to mention. 1930 on this date, it was 114 degrees in Greensburg, Kentucky, a state record. And on this date, 1934, it was 118 in Orofino, Idaho. So even 100 years ago, it got hot. So climate changed that. Had a great week. Had a lot of fun this week. Tuesday at Adaptive Performance Center, thanks to Karen and Mitch. Great crew, what they do with our veterans. And thanks to Chris Mowat, John Burnett, Wayne Brooks, Madison MacDonald Thomas, Haley Proctor, Amber LaCross, Clancy Olson, Katy Ramsey, and little Alayna Hutchings for joining us here this week. It has been absolutely fantastic. Night 2 of the rodeo tonight. Afterwards in the exhibit hall, you've got the concert with Broadway's Rock of Ages, and then tomorrow night after the rodeo, it is Diamond Rio. And congratulations to John Burnett, by the way, who won the tickets to go see Diamond Rio. So we'll do it again next week. Have yourself a wonderful weekend. Support the 4-H'ers as well. And wear purple tonight. Man up against domestic violence. Had a great week. Hope you did too. A lot of fun. Thanks to all of our great sponsors, all of our fantastic listeners and viewers. Make sure you check out Continental Divide Radio on the Jason Walker Show page. We'll be starting some new stuff very, very soon. And if you want to get a hold of us and partner up, like off-the-wall advertising in our off-the-wall advertising man cave, get a hold of us. We'll see you back here next week. Have a great weekend.
The Jason Walker Show is produced by the Jason Walker Media Company. Any reuse, rebroadcast, or retransmission without the express written consent of the Jason Walker Show is strictly prohibited. Just listen, watch, and enjoy.